issue of our territorial integrity, I remember 2016, Honorable Deputy Speaker, we already said, our territorial integrity will not be compromised. This was his slogan in those days. I don't know what has changed now until our territorial integrity will have to be compromised. Honorable Speaker, a child born in 2016 in this country is now 7 years old. And this child might not even think Gambia has a standing army. I am appealing to the Minister of Defense. It is high time we mandate our security affairs to our sisters and our brothers. 7 years is enough for economic intervention in this country. The slogan was, economists came to restore democracy. I've never been more hopeful about the future of this country than I am today as far as our democratic credentials are concerned. Why are they still here? I'm appealing to the government. Or I'm telling the government, through the Minister of Defense, to please kindly send economic back to their countries. We have over 5,000 standing army that can take care of our security needs. We are spending on, and this has implications. This has security implications. Today is President Barrow's government. Tomorrow it might be another government. If this security, these foreign securities are so exposed to all of our security issues, the next government to come will have to overhaul our entire security apparatus. Otherwise, signals will still go back to those countries, and that's going to be unfortunate. We have restored democracy. Their purpose is to come to the Gambia and restore democracy. As I said before, I have never been more hopeful about the democratic credentials of this country than I am today. So it's high time that they have to go back to their country. Honorable Speaker, with the issue of staff posted at our diplomatic posts, this is very important. This should be people who are knowledgeable. This should be people who are career diplomats. This should not be political compensation. They need to explore, because these are the people, they have to get the knowledge to explore every opportunity in those host countries and bring them back to the Gambia. But if you post people in those diplomatic positions, Honorable Minister for Foreign Affairs is here, I'm sure you take note of what I'm saying. These are the people, they should be a very knowledgeable people, very exposed people. This cannot just be somebody who was voted out by people. You send him or her there to go and sit there as ambassador. No, this country is not going to move like that. If you travel outside the Gambia, you interact with ambassadors, you definitely know that we need a serious overhaul as far as our diplomatic positions are concerned. If it is going to be political compensation, so be it. But make sure they are trained. Train your foreign staff before you post them to these diplomatic positions. If you cannot stop political compensation, train them. But I'm sure even you go to that line, some are even not trainable. You'll find it that some will not be trainable. So those kind of people, you know where to put them. But sending them out there is only embarrassing our country. And I will hold the President of the Republic accountable to all of this mess. That will take me to presidential advisors as well. You see, President Barrow is very, very lucky if he knows how to do the things. I'm going to borrow my darling, who said he got everything wrong. 10 over 10 is all wrong. Bring people who are knowledgeable around you. Bring people who are exposed, who will be able to advise you on the trend of the global economy, who will be able to advise you on UN system, who will be able to advise you on what is happening around the international arena. But people who are not educated, who have not been to school, those people cannot be our presidential advisors. Presidential advisors is not a very small position. So I beg the President of the Republic to sack all the presidential advisors he has. No one is capable among those people. and bring in Gambian, US, international retirees. The doctors who are all over the world, they are all Gambians. Most of them retired from UN. Bring them closer to you. They will advise you on how to move this country. But having certain people around you who will go to the United States and take a loaf of bread and expose such an ignorance, those people cannot be your president's advisors. You know, thinking that getting a loaf of bread from those soils and trying to compare the economic
point of order,
in the Gambia and that of America, this is
Can we hear the point of who is
Honorable Speaker, huh? On the issue of electricity.
Honorable member, a point of order on the table.
That's why I say I want water here today.
Pardon?
That's why I say I want water here.
That's why he said
water.
Water for what? You want to drink? You are fasting. Yes, may we hear the point of order?
Honorable Speaker, 29.4. It shall be out of order to use offensive and insulting language.
Loaf of bread is offensive. Loaf of bread. Honorable Speaker, loaf of bread is offensive.
There's ignorance.
No, you're saying that. No, loaf of bread. Loaf of bread is offensive language. Loaf of bread. Honorable Chair, is that what you are telling us? Okay.
I mean, the insult may be what? Honorable member for Upper Nyomi.
Honorable Speaker, the honorable member is using offensive language on people who cannot defend themselves to this assembly.
Why was offensive?
Caricaturing the advisors of the president and the ambassadors whom they are appointing to go and represent Gambians in abroad. I think it's very bad. You should do that.
No.
All right, honorable members. As difficult as it may be, I don't think he made offensive language. I mean, it may not be palatable, or it may be too much hard to consume. Honorable member, can you continue?
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker.
Order.
You are a neutral arbiter. Eh?
All right, honorable. You know, Parliament. That's his side of the coin. Come with your own side of the coin. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for making a very good ruling, a very progressive ruling for that matter.
Because now, is it because it's in your favor?